What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another vlog. Me and my family. Say hi, Cliff.
What's up?
This is my husband, Clifton.
Good morning to everybody.
And we got the kids in the back. The one y'all see in the middle is Isabel.
We headed to church, guys.
Yes, we are heading to church. So we hope you guys are having a good morning.
We're looking up on this file, a new church, so we're going to check it out to see how it is, if it's our suit, you know.
We're just going to the house of the Lord because that's what God wants us to do. So we're going to be in the house of the Lord.
Yes.
And that's pretty much it. But I wanted to come on here because I wanted to explain to you guys why the baby that I'm currently pregnant with right now is a miracle. And my husband will interject wherever he sees fit. We'll let him interject whenever he sees fit. But I just basically want to explain why the baby is a miracle. And so this is a good thing that Isabel's sitting in the middle. So Isabel is me and my husband's first child together in this relationship. We both had 2 children previously before we got married, right? And so when we entered the relationship years ago, I ended up getting pregnant with Isabel, right? Isabel, how old are you?
8.
She's 8 years old, right? So after I got pregnant, me and my husband got married, and then you know, we just did what married couples do, right? We, you know, doing what we do, you know, and everything like that. But the reason why this baby currently, and the last baby, Elizabeth, which is actually sitting behind Clifton in the car seat, she's 13, just turned 13 months old, right? And she's our second child together. The reason why she is a miracle and the baby in my womb is a miracle is because for some reason, as you obviously can see, that's evident, there's a huge gap in my pregnancies. And so between Isabel and Elizabeth is about 7 years, right? And we're not going to even talk about Elijah. We're not going to talk about Elijah because
Elijah and Isabel is a gap too.
It's a huge. Okay, yeah, he's right. Okay, but you. Only reason why I didn't mention Elijah is because Elijah is not. You didn't give birth to him. He wasn't your seed. So that's the only reason why I'm not talking about that. I gave birth, but you get what I'm saying. He's not your seed, your biological seed.
Yeah,
but
let's talk about my seed.
Yes, but you got to hear me out first. You got to understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about I don't know. I'm talking about the time that me and Clifton got together. Like, I'm talking about when I got with him, right? And so, but if we're going to throw Elijah into the equation, it's really not very common. It wasn't really very common for me to get pregnant back to back. I'll just say it like that. It wasn't common for me to get pregnant back to back, and a lot of people thought that Elijah was going to be my only child for a long time, and this is before I met Clifton, right? And so now jumping forward, there's about an 8-year gap between Isabel and Elizabeth, right? And these are both of Clifton's children, and that is not on purpose. We just weren't getting pregnant. Like for 7 years, we were doing what we always do, right? And I'm keeping it decent because there's children in the car. Y'all know the adults know what I'm talking about. And we just weren't getting pregnant. I wasn't on any birth control, right, babe? I've never been on birth control. I took birth control one time for like a few weeks when after I had my son. But the birth control that I was on, it made me very hormonal, and I didn't like it. And then I was on birth control a few times. I also had, I think I had the thing they put. I was on it a few times. But nevertheless, when I got with my husband, when me and him got together, I wasn't taking any birth control. And so I know that normally when you are in a relationship, or when you're just active, you know, when you are active, that there's a possibility that you can get pregnant. Like that's normal. It's a normal possibility you can get pregnant. But not everybody gets pregnant. Not everybody gets pregnant. Like, and some people try, and they still don't get pregnant, right? Yeah. And so me and my husband was trying for pretty much 7 years, and bless you, man, and I was not getting pregnant. And there was a time period where we were really tracking it. Like, we were really like tracking. We were really tracking and really wanting to get pregnant, you guys, and it was not happening. And so I just gave up. I just said, you know what? Maybe God only wants me to have Elijah and Isabel. And then at some point, I was satisfied with that. I was like, cool, God, that's fine. My husband, he has an older daughter, and I'm like, okay, we have the experience of a boy and a girl. So if God is going to choose to only give us these 3 children as a collective, as a whole, that's fine. That's fine, right? And so I just wanted to express that to you guys, because that giving you that background information is really going to put context to our story. Because there are some people that might think, well, of course you're pregnant. You were doing it like you were. And it's like, no, it's not always like that for a lot of people. For a lot of people, they try. They do what normal couples do. And yes, even though you can get, you get everything checked on your spouse, you get everything checked on one another. You go to the doctor, they tell you there's nothing wrong with your womb. But for some reason, you're not getting pregnant. You guys are not getting pregnant. And that is the story of a lot of people. A lot of people can relate to what I'm saying, and I know that to be a fact. And so at some point you're wondering, like, okay, is there something wrong with me? Or maybe God is just like, doesn't want that to be for us right now. So maybe it's just not what he's choosing. And that is what I believe it was, is that God did not choose for us to have children during that 7 years. Even though to me that's a long gap, because I got with my husband when I was 28 years old. And so I would have preferred to have majority of my kids in my earlier 30s. But let's be clear, I was not as stable financially or mentally stable as, just having my mind, my mental health in the way it's supposed to be. It was not as stable back then as it is now. My relationship with God, with Christ, was not as stable, did not grow. I was not in alignment with my relationship with Christ as much as I am now. And so I can see why God did not will it for us to have those children back then. So that is why, when you have that background context and information, that is why I am saying that the baby that's in my womb right now is a miracle, as well as Elizabeth. These 2 children back to back are a miracle. And so with that background knowledge, with me saying that, it's like, okay, boom. The current baby I have in my womb, my husband was very surprised, right?
Yeah, because I never expect to have another baby so soon. While this young baby, she just turned 1 year old, so I never expect to have another baby so soon. Because Isabel is 8 years old, and the baby now is 1. So I expect, and the baby would be, Elizabeth would be like 4 or 5 years old when we're supposed to got another baby coming. So when
you thinking, you said Elizabeth should be 4 or 5, or Isabel?
Elizabeth.
So you think that 4 to 5 years from now, when I'm 40, 41, that I would want to have another child? And you're 50, 51.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Lord. Absolutely not, Lord. No.
Yeah,
No. But okay.
Maybe God do it this way because God said, "Oh, your guys' age is going up, and you guys gonna get old soon." So
I ain't getting old soon.
I'm gonna give you guys what the guys need some more baby when the guy's young. So I think God do it, you know.
Yes, he did do it.
Because you see how you react with my plan.
Mm-hmm.
You said no, and that was my plan.
Mm-hmm.
But God's plan is not like that.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because God said, okay, better you have them early, at an early age. So have them soon back to back. It's not a big problem.
That's for us. I mean, that's what he chose for us. He doesn't always choose that for every couple, but he chose that for us based off of our lives and what he has in store for us.
And the timing too.
Yeah.
Because it's all about timing.
Yeah, that's very true. And so saying that, giving that context, I hope you guys understand why the baby is a miracle. And I just want to give a few more stories, and then I want to talk about also why I think I might be more fertile now than I was back then. So, do you remember like 6 months ago, I was really tracking my ovulation a lot. And I was like, I said, babe, I'm ovulating. Yeah. Should we try?
Yeah, you've been checking it before Elizabeth.
Before Elizabeth turned 1. No.
Before she born.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about after she was born. I'm talking about like 6 months ago. Remember like 6 months ago?
After she born.
Yeah, remember like 6 months ago, I was like really tracking it, and I showed you the smiley face on the little ovulation test, and I said, babe, it's ready. And you was like, okay, cool. So during that time, we were trying at that time. You remember? Because I said, babe.
Just born, really?
Yeah, not when she was just born. It
was a try.
Not when she was just born. It was like she was like 6 months.
6 months old?
Yes. And remember, I was showing you the smiley faces? Yeah, she was like 6 months old. Oh, see, he said he wasn't trying. But I showed you. I said, babe, and then we were.
Yeah, we wasn't trying.
Well, hold on, but we were around that time. Like, you get what I'm saying? He wasn't trying, but that's what he's. Okay, hold on.
Because
hold on. We need to define this trying word. Yeah. Because if you are having, hold on.
You're trying to have another
baby. Hold on.
What you mean?
But hold on. Let's be honest.
It wasn't trying.
But hold on. No, we were. Because the thing is this is what they were talking about in the comment section. Because if you're having relations and you're not using protection, you're trying. Even if you're not in your mind saying, I want or I don't want another baby, you're literally trying because you're not using protection.
There's no barrier there.
Yes, exactly. So you're trying. Exactly. And
I don't have a blockage up to block nothing.
Right.
To block the gun, the shot.
Exactly. So you're what?
So the bullet not gonna miss because there's nothing to block the bullet.
But that's what you think. Like you be literally thinking in your mind like, okay, all right, I haven't gotten pregnant in 7 years, so I'm not trying right now because even though I'm doing it, and even though doing this might make me pregnant, I know I haven't gotten pregnant in these last 7 years, so why would I get pregnant now? That's where me and my husband's mind was. So when we say we wasn't trying, that's basically what we mean. Now, there was like 6 months, I promise you, Elizabeth was like 6 months. And I tracked my ovulation. I showed my husband, I said, babe, I'm ovulating right now. And we started trying. He's saying he wasn't in his mind trying, but he was trying physically, right? No baby, y'all. I did not get pregnant. Even though I was ovulating, like I was ovulating, and we were trying, physically trying. Look, we gotta define this word trying. We were trying physically, but he wasn't trying mentally. But you guys, listen to the story though. No baby. I did not get pregnant. Now, come the end of May, June, I tracked my ovulation. I went in the bathroom, grabbed the test, looked, 0, y'all. There was no smiley face. It was blank. And it was so strange to me because normally that's around the time I would ovulate. So
smiley face.
It was blank. So I said, oh, forget this. So that is what we do. That's what we do now after having Elizabeth. How I track when I'm most likely or least likely to get pregnant. And believe it or not, this is when exactly when. And believe it or not, this is actually a form of birth control. I spoke to my OB. They told us we could do this. Like after I gave birth to Elizabeth, they told us that I could track in my ovulation. And a lot of women do this. And so that is also a form of birth control. And I did those things, you guys. This is why it makes the baby in my womb more significant. Because my husband wasn't trying mentally. I wasn't trying mentally. And I tracked my ovulation. And it said I was blank. It said I was not ovulating. Yeah. How in the world did this happen? Obviously God, right? So this is why we're saying that the Lord's timing is the perfect timing. Yeah. That's it. It's not always about, oh, well, you're an adult, you were having relations, so of course you got pregnant. No, it doesn't work like that with everybody. A lot of times it does not work like that.
A lot of couples try nothing.
Exactly. Children are divinely born.
And they don't know what's the problem.
They are divinely born. And so what we're not going to do is we're not going to minimize
it's God.
The divinity of it all.
Yeah. Only God alone can make it happen. You know?
Right. He alone can make it happen.
Yeah, we can't make it happen.
Yes.
God,
so that's what we're saying.
God make it happen through us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
He worked miracle through us.
Yes. And so that being said, here's my theory of why I think I'm more fertile now than what I was before. I think I'm more fertile now because now we really got to be careful next time. I think I'm more fertile now, you guys, because I started spiritually fasting. I kid you not. I started fasting about almost 3 years ago. I started fasting in 2023 for the first time ever in life. And during that time, my relationship with God got so much closer. I started taking my vitamins. I wasn't taking prenatals, but I was taking my vitamins. I started slowly but surely starting to stop drink so much. I started taking better care of my health. I was slowly but surely started weaning myself off of smoking cigarettes because I was addicted to cigarettes for like 15 years. So I started weaning myself off of those things, and I started trying to become who God wanted me to become. Yeah. All I started doing was trying. I just gave him my yes. And me giving God my yes, he rewarded us because of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I hope that is some encouragement to anyone who's been trying in their relationship to have children and it's not working. Submit yourself to the Lord. Yeah. Because and then become content with where you are. You have to become satisfied. You have to become content. Like, God, if this is the path you've chosen, I'm content with it. Because when you become content and satisfied, you stop allowing your mind to worry
Or is this it?
Yeah, this is the church. You stop allowing your mind to worry and meditate on things that are outside of your control. Of course we would come in here and see a Texas car.
Where is he?
This church actually looks it looks like a big church, but it doesn't look like many people are here.
Because that started at 10 o'clock.
I don't think that's why, though.
That's why, babe.
I don't think that's why. And I heard, but I ain't gonna worry about it. Okay, so we're here early, so we're gonna get in there. But anyways, you guys, we hope you guys have a wonderful day. Yeah. And Jesus loves you.
Comment on what we said, guys, and let us know what you think, what you guys think, and give us your feedback.
Yes.
And subscribe, share it, guys. Peace and love.
I really thought this church would be packed out.
Babe, it will.
He's talking about it will. It doesn't matter if it does, because I don't really like big, huge churches anyways. But I'm glad that we're here and we got a parking spot. Yeah. So we love you guys, and we will see y'all. Let me get myself together now. We will see y'all on the next video.
Amen.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.